Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Chamax Cards and Breaks. Breaking this afternoon is 2021 Upper Deck Series 1 12-box break, number H954. That's H954. Want to welcome everyone to the break. Welcome to the stream. We appreciate your business. We appreciate your patience while we fill the breaks up. And we do have 3 more of these available, H970, H1006, and H1026 over on the website, chamaxcards.com. We have our daily discount code word of the day, which we give out each time we break. This discount code word is good for 5% off every and all orders on the website for the next 24 hours. That discount code word is scrolling across the top of the screen, and today it is Saros. So Saros will get you 5% off, again, every and all orders. We have our first time discount code word of Chamax 2021. That will get you 10% off your very first order on the website. We have our Chamax Loyalty Points program as well. More you spend on the website, the more points you get, which can be turned into cash discounts on future purchases. We do ship out all the cards and the breaks once a week from Monday through Sunday breaks. Today is Sunday. Happy Easter Sunday to everybody. So the cards from today's break will go out by the end of this week in regular Canada Post. If you do want something shipped with tracking and or insurance, you need to email us at chamaxcards@gmail.com before Monday morning. So before tomorrow morning. With that being said, we are going to get into this 12-box break of Series 1. There we go. Unceremoniously dumped upside down. Let's flip these around. So hope everyone's having a good weekend, a good long weekend for most people, I think. A little Easter Sunday, start of spring for kind of, I know spring was last week, but de facto start of spring here. Let's get this nice and straight. Series 1. We've done a lot of Series 2 lately. We did a lot of Series 1 originally as well. So let's get to it. We try to get this breakdown in around 45 minutes if we can. We go pretty quick, so don't blink or you'll miss it. With this product, all cards go out except for the standard veteran base cards. Those do not ship, but everything else does. Let me go over a little bit here. We have some help here from Piano Hands Chase. So yes, all cards ship except for the standard veteran base cards. All the French cards go out. They're easy to figure out in Series 1. Series 2, they're a little bit more difficult. And less of them, I think. Okay.
I'm not sure, actually.
So on to the hockey news. So the news is that the NHL is considering possibly canceling the Cup season. And I'm not sure if they end up in last. I'm not sure how that would work. But there's talk about it because they're not sure if they actually get all the games scheduled in time. They're going to talk to the Canucks about it to see how they feel about it, I guess, right? Yeah. Obviously, they're going to want to compete. I think they'll still play it, but the rumors is today that they are going to discuss it this week to see if they should just cancel the Canucks season altogether. Again, would that make them last? I don't know. For the draft, I don't know. What if it was a team that was in the playoff hunt? What would they do? Would it be different? We don't know. First hit here is Clear Cut Foundations for Carolina. Nice. For Adrian. So yeah, debut dates. We'll see what happens. Interesting stuff though. Vasilevsky. Patrick Kane. Again, we're going to go pretty quick in this break, guys. By the time we get to it, we're going to have duplicates, triplicates, everything. Zuccarello. And if you don't, I'm not going to call it the team names for a lot of stuff. Shane Bowers, that's a good one. One of the better ones. Right? Who's got Rado? Dan. Hey, Dan. Thomas Tatar. Another clear cut of Kachuk. That's a good one. Going to Calgary for a Mole L. Jonas Johansson for Buffalo. Matt Duchene. Martin Kaut for Carolina or Colorado. 2 Colorado rookies here. Ben Bishop for Dallas. So yeah, interesting stuff in the NHL surrounding our Vancouver Canucks. Had to be Canucks, eh? Grab our. It really couldn't be any other team that this is happening to. It has to be Canucks, right? It's always like some always controversy, eh? Rioting, COVID. Our first French variant, Brendan Gallagher for Montreal. Right off the bat, boom shakalaka. Dan, there you go, right out of the gate. We're not even waiting. First box, Lafreniere. There you go. Congratulations. That's a big one. That is the big one. JVR. That's a big one. Right out of the bat. Mikey Anderson. Good first box, I could say. Nicholas Baudin. Strong first box. Bodes well for the Rangers. Alexander Alexiev. Dazzles card, Steven Stammer. Adam Fox for the Rangers. Seth Jones. Oh, wow. A little bit of stick here. Already. Thomas Tatar, anyone who's opened Series 1 knows they get sticky. As more time goes on, the stickier they get. Darcy Quimper, Arizona. And full disclosure here, there are 2 teams that didn't sell. I think one of these may have sold because there's only 1 team left over, but Winnipeg and Arizona. If you did buy Winnipeg or Arizona, I've somehow screwed it up. It'll show up in our invoices. But just a quick look, I couldn't see who bought those 2 teams. So there's supposedly only 1 team left. But when I did the final list there was 2. So if you did buy one of those, that's what Chase H is in there. That's the name we use. That's Chase's name, obviously, Chamax. So full disclosure, we do have Winnipeg and Arizona this break, but I'm pretty sure that maybe one of those was sold. I think we get a refund for it. So if you're looking at lists, you're like, hey, I bought Winnipeg, just email us and we will rectify it. But we do print out all the invoices at the end, so we probably will catch it anyways when we ship out, because we always ship via invoice. That's just unofficial, the list on the left. Watching a little baseball here. Excited for that.
Bottom of the 6th.
Bottom of the 6th. Only 124 games left. That's what happens. I don't mind baseball. It's not the thing I like to watch most of it. I like to play it. Vanacek. Kachuk. Oh, Boba Fett. Yep. He's out there. Guerrero. I know these players. Carter Hart. Philly. Mark Scheifele. But no, we like baseball, but it's the least of our specialty in sports. Lucas Carlson, and those who have been in our baseball breaks know this to be true. Thomas Harley. Sebastian Aho. Patrick Kanye. We're going to have a French variation in here, I believe. Maybe, or maybe not. Nope. Alexander Troop. San Jose. Oh, one of the die-cut worldwide cards for Barkov for Florida. More rare. Austin Matthews. T.O. Bo. It'd be interesting if they actually do cancel the Canucks season. I wonder if, like I said, do they end up being last? Ty Dellandrea, or is it like a percentage-based thing they'll use?
I think probably percentage.
Base, you know.
I think it's only fair.
It's only fair that other teams, but like, what the heck? They get first, you know what I mean? They have the highest draft picks because he got sick.
Yeah. Big percentage.
Falcon. If they do, I have a feeling they still will play the games. I think they'll find a way. Here's a bad look. Dylan Coghlan. Oh, Dylan Coghlan, June Loop. Bam, there you go for Vegas. For Dan. You're having a good break here, Dan. Nice. June Loop, Dylan Coghlan. Young Wolf. Timothy Logan. So, but the thing is, I like as a Canucks fan because they probably weren't going to make the playoffs anyways. They weren't going to. But now I can say, hey, you know what? You never know. They could have. COVID. They could have won the Stanley Cup. Right? Little Bert for Detroit. Use that as an excuse. Mario Ferraro. Quinn Hughes. Vancouver. He also has COVID. Jansen Harkins. Jack Eichel from Buffalo. Stage, you want to lower the a little bit? Quinn Hughes. Again, thanks, man. Makes it better. Focus. Tuukka Rask. And there you go. Yeah, unless the rest of the teams in the division have the same number of games left against Canucks, it would be hard just to call it at those games. Yeah, like we were saying, Aaron, I think we're just saying it would just be a happy percentage based for them. You know, of what their win percentage would be, I guess, right?
Yeah. So it would be kind of.
It still would be.
If they made it, if like somehow they made the playoffs.
Yeah, you're right, because it's going to screw up the rest of the teams.
Are they almost done against Montreal, or if they almost play all
Yeah.
against one of the teams? I think.
That's a good point, because then Montreal Montreal end up with like a certain amount, like, you know, none of the teams will play the full slate.
Yes.
Unless the Canucks have played all, which is it Montreal? You think they may have played?
I think it's watching their close.
But yeah, no, Aaron, that's a good point. It screws up the whole thing. So the whole Canadian division, the North would have to go on like a percentage base. Right?
Yeah.
They couldn't go on points. You're right. So they have to scrap the point system for the North Division and go by your win percentage, I guess. I'm assuming that's what they have to do. You're right. I didn't think of that. The other teams are all going to have way less games. But we'll see. I still don't think they'll do it, but they are. I did read an article right before the break that they're going to talk about this week. Like how many, basically you have to look at how many games are the Canucks realistically going to miss. You'd have to think it's the next 2 weeks, right? Or at least the next week.
At least next week, yeah.
Because you got 20 players with it. Or 20 players and staff. It's a Brazilian variant, too.
Some pretty sick.
Some are really sick.
Yeah.
Godet's actually supposedly actually super sick.
Yeah.
And some others. Merzlikins. Yeah, it is bonkers. But like I said, it had to happen to the Canucks. Couldn't be any other team. Anyways, Barkov for Florida. I wish all the best luck. It's not funny to get COVID, obviously, and the main focus in any environment, whether it be in sports or your family or anybody, it should be just to get better first. Thank yous for Young Guns. So Rasmus Dahlin, yeah. So that's the main concern, not us having to watch hockey. And I'm not going to blame them. People are getting in BC here. We're having our worst. It's the worst it's ever been. Sidney Crosby. Somehow it's we're at the worst numbers, daily numbers, since the beginning of COVID. Makar. So it's no laughing at matter. There's Noah Hannafin, French variation. Yeah, Ontario's bad too. It is, but yeah, it's weird. Thomas Harley. I'm not sure what happened. We're doing well, and Nick Suzuki from Montreal, and all of a sudden, the last few weeks, it's just gone off the rails. Chara. Spring break probably has something to do with it, I'd imagine. Here, BC, all the kids were off the week before last week, so I think people kind of blew it out. Maybe, I guess. Barkov.
When
Victor Soderstrom.
That you can groups of 10 outside. We'll also just look at that.
Yep, that's true.
Anywhere.
This is nice. Joel Farabee gold retrospective patch. You are correct. That's what happened here. We kind of loosened up. And so, you can go out and have more gatherings outside of 10 people.
People look at that just like, okay.
Yeah, Kucherov. And then people say, okay, well, we must be out of the woods now.
Yeah.
Let's fire it up.
That was too early.
It's too early. Jonathan Quick. I think we made a mistake. Our health officials made a mistake. But Jason Robertson in Dallas. But that's hindsight, as they say. You never know. Philip Brober, but yeah, not good here. And the vaccines are not flowing like fine wine. I'd say that right now. Malkin, we're way slow. John Carlson. Disneyland's opening up in the end of this month.
Really?
Yep. 20% occupancy. Brent Burns. April 30th. Disneyland is open. Universal Studios open.
Mass, obviously.
DiPietro. Mass, yeah. Disney World's been Disney World in Florida has been open for months. Bergeron. But yeah, Disneyland open with Mass April 30th. I believe to 20 to 25% capacity. And you have to get a reservation. You got to wear a mask. And the most important thing, only open to residents of California.
That's smart.
In the beginning, yeah. You can't travel if you're from out of state or out of country. You just can't get a ticket because you got to buy them in advance with ID. So.
Smart. Don't want everyone frolicking from everywhere
No.
All states.
Yeah. And here we have in baseball downstate, so state fans in the stadium. I don't know. U.S. is definitely doing better than Canada though in the vaccination front. For me, I just want to be selfish. I want the vaccine, and my family. My parents already got it, so I'm happy with them. They got their first one. They're old, so I'm happy with that. I want to travel. Myself. It is all about the money. You're right, Aaron. You're saying here in BC, for example, they got Costco's open. Costco. We went there a couple weeks ago. That place was nuts. Packed. So Costco open, but these small independent restaurants, mom and pop restaurants are closed.
Like you go
Indoor
to
dining.
Mall too.
Mall?
Pumping.
Open.
Yeah.
But that is because of tax money. Generates car lot. That's part of a car lot. They're not closing us. You know why? Because we generate a ton of tax money. Holtby. Ooh. He did not work out for the Canucks. Maybe next year. Lucas Carlson, Chicago. Gusev, as in Nikita. Kirby Doc for Chicago. Jason Robinson for Dallas. Oh, so you got it. Okay, so you got so you just walked to pharmacy at the end of the shift and they had one. Aaron, awesome. That's crazy. They just walk in there and, hey guys, I heard that people. They say in California they're doing that too. People camp out, like younger people, and they basically wait their turn. It's nothing weird about it. And they say at the end of the day, is there any left over? They're like, yeah, we have some left over to take it. But yes, I would definitely take the vaccine if I could get it. Drew Doughty. But here in BC, like I said, I think our schedule for my age, 47, Liljegren, I believe it's August. Draisaitl, which is nuts.
Is that fully or?
No, it was the first one. But then you hear reports that the Canadian government wants to get everyone to be vaccinated by July 1st. First shot. Cabo Caco.
No, I was only thinking that we want it first.
Kucherov.
By end of May. I'm like, that's just go.
Yeah, we're getting conflicting reports here, but
I just need that one.
Alexander True, yeah, end of May. Yeah, not happening. Oh, another Merzlikins die cut. Yeah, don't feel any guilt. No, it's good. If you're going to throw it away, I would do some. But I think it's, yeah. You go there, hey, any left? Yep. We're going to throw it away. Well, stick it in my arm. Give it to me. Yakov Vrana, right? Vanacek, I wish I had that option here to even do that, but we just don't. Max Domi. Oops, one more stack here in box number 4. Pierre-Olivier Joseph for Pittsburgh. Dallas Carlos Kucherov.
Where did they go to get their vaccines? Just a pharmacy?
Who? They went to Uvik Barkov at the gym. Yeah. Sam Steele turned the old gym. What's it called again? Del Andrea, Dallas, McKinnon, Jim, Zibanejad. Yeah, here they've converted. I'm just what Chase is asking about. For Grandma, Chamax, they converted the gym, one of the gyms at the university here, the University of Victoria. They've converted that into a vaccination center, and that's where they went for their first shot. And they were told again here in Canada, which is crazy, the second shot is going to be administered 16 weeks later. Which, if you do your math, it's 4 months. But anywho, enough of that. Thank you. Piping hot beverage, courtesy of Mrs. Chamax. Piping hot. My name's on it because if I wreck it, should say Mr. Chamax on there. What? Huh? No, it doesn't. No, it don't. We are in box number 5, everybody, and this again is H954 Series 1. We've already had a Lafreniere card come out. Box number 1. The good thing is, at least with having one shot with Grandma and Grandpa Chamax, they can come see us now. They're allowed to do that with their first one. So they're actually coming here this afternoon for some Easter festivities. To the 38th floor of the Chamax Towers, Darcy Quimper, Arizona. Max Pacioretty, Vegas. Who's this? Victor Olofsson for a Buffalo. Clear cut, Blake Wheeler. The Jets. Goes up to Chase H. Yay.
That's going fair. This
3-1 in the Toronto Yankees game. Morgan Geeky. That's what we're watching right now, by the way, if you must know. Toronto and the Yankees. Sidney Crosby, sorry.
For my first professional baseball game I ever went to was my school trip.
Yeah.
The score I think was either 2-1 or 3-2.
Exciting, eh? Look at this. Have you seen this before?
No.
Piece of paper. Aho. Matthew Kachuk. Phone is not ringing. Here we go. Jonas Johansson. That's a duplicate already. We've had 2 Jonas Johanssons. Jack Hughes. Something here is not right. Variant Francais. Drew Doughty for LA. Oh, so you've seen those 2? Yeah, there's just like a piece of paper just stuck in there. I wonder why. Let's see, for waiting or something? But that's... I doubt it, because that piece of paper doesn't weigh anything. It's a random piece of paper stuck in between cards. Kravtsov for the Rangers. Tyler Benson for the Oilers. Petey for Vancouver. We got an auto. We got Johan Larsson for Buffalo. Nice. For Dwayne V. There you go, Dwayne. Bam. Auto, that's good. That's good. Ilya Mikheyev. Frederick Anderson, huh? Oh, sorry, Andrew, I missed that. Did you? They get a card or a passport stamp, or how do they verify? They got a. I believe they got a card. Jean-Gabriel Pajot. They got a card for theirs. Bowen Byram. And then when they go back, they'll get it stamped again for the second vaccine, second inoculation. Quinn Hughes. But yeah, it was a card. And then I guess it also goes into the database for BC Medical. Barkov, pre-game suit wearing for Simon. Nice, first one. Nathan McKinnon. There's been that's kind of like the talk now I hear. What's how are you going to prove you've had the vaccine now in the long term, right? Are they going to connect it to your passport, connect it to your driver's license, just give you just the card, right? Yeah, how do you prove you've got it, right? Like people are going to make fake ones. If it's on a card, you can just make one. Right?
They just gave them some flimsy piece of paper.
That's, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying it's stupid to do that because you're totally defeating the purpose. But, like the border between the United States and Canada remains closed. So one day they're going to open it up, most likely sometime this year, you'd imagine. And when they do that, they're probably going to require Americans coming to Canada and Canadians going to the United States to be vaccinated. Do you think that would make sense? But how do you prove it? Like with some flimsy cardboard little card? An app on your phone? My dad's 82. He doesn't have a phone. Literally. He's got a flip phone. Yeah, exactly. We have, Aaron, we have the big round mark on our shoulders from when we were little kids game, right? You don't have that. No. People at my age, you lift up your shoulder and you can see it. It's a big round scar. Used to give you a big sucker. Ben Bishop. Emil Alarmi. Mackenzie Blackwood. Yeah, the piece of paper would be easy to fake. And people will. Liam Foudy. You shouldn't, but people will. They got screw. I'm not getting the vaccine, but I want to travel still. Marshall. Alex Ovechkin. Over time, it won't matter. Like eventually, as soon as you get herd immunity and it gets done, Matt Zuccarello. You don't have COVID anymore, then it won't matter. But that's a long way off. Tuukka Rask, I think. Many years away from that. going to have another. Did I miss one here? Oh, here it is. David Perron. There you go.
Tinted visor, man.
Tinted visor. The scar, yeah. I agree with you, Aaron. You have still that many people not getting it. Petey, it's going to be around for a long, long time. Shane Bowers. Yeah, there's still a lot of people are saying, nope, no vaccine for me. I'm not one of those people. I don't like needles. Nicholas Beaudin, I'll tell you that right now. I prefer it be like it's a pill you could take. Dylan Coughlin. Matt Duchesne, Dazzle's card. Nazem Kadri for Colorado. Yeah, no kidding, eh? The kids are the ones that get the shaft. Alexiev. They definitely do, because they don't have the choice, right? Remove their choice. Connor McMichael. Darcy Quemper. I say if you haven't gotten vaccinated, then there's no hockey games for you. There's no traveling for you. There should be no airline travel for you. Ben Bishop. They, frankly, stay out of a restaurant. Call Connor. So cool. Don't get it, but just don't expect to go with other people where other people are. Lucas Backstrom. Oliver Ekman Larson. And there you go. Another one bites dust. Hey, Taro. We are Canucks fans here. It make me nothing happier to get a Oli Young Gun Exclusives or High Gloss. I would like to see it for you. Yeah, okay, just prove it. It's okay. I heard in England that's what we're doing. If you want to go see a football match, i.e. soccer, June 21st is when England supposedly, I'm not sure they're still on track for that, but June 21st is the day England opens up because they've done really well with their vaccinations. There's still, after that, I was talking to an English friend of mine who's from England, and he said you will have to, when you go see a soccer match, you're going to have to prove that you're vaccinated. And everyone's like, yeah, no problem. Everyone there is like agreeing, yeah. If you want to do something when there's a lot of people, if you want to go to a concert, supposedly pubs and nightclubs are going to require it. Again, how are you going to prove it? I don't know. You know, being Canadian and British, we're a little bit more agreeable to what I guess government insight. I guess like we're not as against it. You know, sure, put it on my driver's license. I go on the computer and put it. I don't care. But I know the States are a little more like, keep out of our business. Noah Dobson. Sidney Crosby. Okay, this high gloss time. I know Aaron's got the Boston spot, so Boston and Vancouver. Let's go here. Philip Broberg. Vasilevsky. Is that Nick Suzuki? Yep. Sorry, my eyes aren't that great. Vitek Vanacek. David Pasternak for Boston. Eric Stahl, Minnesota. Michael Burden for Winnipeg. Josh Norris for Ottawa. Lundqvist. Oh, we got Liam Foudy, clear cut. Clear. Columbus. David M, there you go. Flat earthers. Yeah, you guys, that would never happen there. So you're being slaughtered in Series 2. 9.5 cases? 4 hits. 9.5 cases. Mikey Anderson, well. Yeah, that's not good. Thomas Chabot. Ovechkin. Pierre-Luc Dubois. Thomas Harley. Tuukka Rask, gold. Predominant card for Boston. There you go. You got something there. I know it's not a huge hit, Aaron, but something. Jansen Harkins. That's the second Harkins. Frederick Anderson for Toronto. Claude Giroux for Philadelphia. Makar for Colorado. Pierre-Olivier Joseph. That's the second one we've had of him for Pittsburgh. Svechnikov for Carolina. And bam! We are moving. We are grooving. Box number 8. Nothing's stopping us now. So we got lots of breaks planned for this coming week. I moved some stuff around because when I originally scheduled all these breaks, I neglected to remember that it was Easter. So this break was originally scheduled for a couple of days from now. I moved this into Sunday, moved all the other breaks out from the weekend, and tomorrow, I think tomorrow night we do a break, but I might get moved as well. But then Tuesday, we're back to it. Try and take a little time off here, spend it with the family. If I can. Yes, French is much rarer. We've seen that. We've seen one French card per box, right?
Yeah, the French Young Guns is smaller too.
Oh yeah, everything's it's the volume is higher too. Yeah. I know Young Guns, nothing for Boston. That doesn't work. Kyle Connor. Alexiev. Yeah, there's not much out there really to get. Kravtsov, the other Ranger. Young Guns, by the way. Jake Evans. For the Canadiens. Gustav Lindstrom for the Red Wings. I think maybe the first Lindstrom we've had. Matt Duchene for Nashville. Jonas Johansson, that's number 3 for Johansson. Dominic Kubalik. Jaden Schwartz for St. Louis.
Instagram.
Patrice Bergeron.
On TSN, I'm not sure who it was. I think it might have been Jeff O'Neill.
Yep.
He said that
Tervainen.
Who Zach Hyman is on.
Zach Hyman, yes.
Toronto.
Yes.
He said that there's a 100% chance he's making it to the
Max Domi.
To the Olympics for Canada. For Team Canada.
Why would we say that?
I think Zach Hyman's that good, I guess. And then they got a bunch of flag things. Everyone's like, you're just paying to the Toronto.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
So he said
Igor Shesterkin.
100% chance they're making it. He's making it.
Making Olympics. Petey. That's Toronto. The Toronto Sports Network. TSN. Shane Bowers. Like I said, I've been saying this before. I'm a Canadian. Proud of being Canadian. I would like to see a Canadian team win the Stanley Cup. It'd be great. It's been many, many years. What's the last year now? We're going back decades now. Count. Montreal in 93. So many years. Oh, pre-game suit wearing. Blake Wheeler for Winnipeg. So in saying that, our best hope over the last few decades has, and not to toot my own horn, has been the Vancouver Canucks. They got the closest. However, this year, like I said, again, I want a Canadian team to win, but I hope it's not Toronto.
That's why.
No offense.
Even though Boston beat the old Canucks,
Kirby Doc.
Boston is good at beating the Toronto Maple Leafs in the playoffs.
Yes. Reed
Duke.
Duke. Oh, Reed Duke. Jean Loop. For Dan. There you go, Dan. So like I said, yeah. But it, if it does come against Toronto versus obviously an American team, I'll be behind Toronto. It'll be difficult. Brad Marchand. There you go. Boston card. Bowen Byram. Got a couple bones. But yeah, that's, and it says nothing against Toronto. I've been there. I love the city. It's nice. People there are nice. It's the media. Toronto, the centered media. And it all culminated when they hired, what's his name as their coach? What was that guy's name again? The guy that got fired there? Babcock. And he said in his press conference, it was Canada's team. Because it's great to be the coach of Canada's team. The rest of Canada took a collective gasp. So what the heck? What the heck are you talking about, Canada's team? People in Vancouver, in Winnipeg, in Edmonton, in Montreal, Ottawa, Calgary. They're like, what? We have a team? It's not Toronto's not Canada's team. Sorry to say that. Anyway, it's pretty funny. And the Toronto Sports Network is very centered around Toronto. Center of the universe.
Is it possible the finals could be Boston?
I don't know. So it's going to be North, West, East, and South, right? You got your four conferences. One team out of each one makes the playoffs. So there definitely will be a Canadian, or in the Final Four. So there definitely will be a Canadian team in the Final Four teams. But who plays who? That's a good question.
So actually could be maybe Montreal versus Boston.
I guess it could be because it's not Eastern. So I guess it's going to be once they have those four teams,
maybe they'll seed it by.
They will say seeded by how many points you had.
I guess.
Right? So the best team would play the worst team. So you technically could have
Toronto versus Boston, or
you could have
versus
Rangers versus
LA.
the Rangers versus Tampa Bay in the finals.
Yes.
You could have Toronto versus Boston
Yes.
in the finals. You could have Calgary versus Dallas.
Yes.
So I'm just throwing out random teams here. Duke Rask. Yes.
I think
I guess maybe not. Maybe it's going to be the North Division playing the West, and the East playing the South, right? Maybe, but that still doesn't make any sense. Still have weird teams.
Unless
Nico Heisshire.
reseed, unless Canada has to go to percentage because of Vancouver.
Yeah, we're talking about that. Yeah, now we're all messed up. Vancouver totally screwing the whole season up. Ryan Getzlaff. You were talking about they might. Max here? Joser? No. We'll see. I guess we'll know more this week. At the end of this week, anyways. Philip Kurashev. I guess they want to see how the Canucks are actually doing. The players. Makar. Here's a nice one. Rookie materials. One of the premium cards here for Colorado for Dan. Alexander True. San Jose. Jakub Voracek. Philly. Victor Olsen for Buffalo. Roman Josi. Yeah, see, that weighs things towards the East. So if they make it based on travel north, they'll probably be paired with the East. Yeah. And another question is where are they playing? Right? Jason Roberts, where's those final four teams going to play? Because you can't go across the border, Quemper. So I guess I'm assuming the team from Canada is going to have to go. Is going to have to find a home rink in the States. Joseph Wall. Joonloop. Oh, another Joonloop. We've done well for Joonloops here. For Rob. There you go. Yeah, so where will they play? I'm going to say Sabe. Winnipeg makes the playoffs. Makes it out of Canada. Where would they go? Or is all the playoffs going to be in Edmonton? I don't know. Have they talked about that yet? They must have. Morgan Geeky. Like playing a bubble.
I saw a post on Instagram saying they might consider a bubble, but
They might just consider a bubble for the Final Four.
yeah,
Shabbat.
but maybe not.
They'll probably be in Edmonton then.
Yeah, like you said, yeah. They probably do have some
Byron?
plans. I haven't seen them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not saying because they're probably waiting to see who actually makes the playoffs.
Yeah.
Carter Hart to see which teams make it. Jonas Johansson. That's 4 Jonas Johanssons. So yeah, interesting stuff. Giordano. Nathan McKinnon. If you listening out there don't understand what Aaron and I are talking about with Canada and the United States, well, if you're American, if you're Canadian, you would know this. The border is closed between the United States and Canada. You cannot travel back and forth without quarantining. The United States is open, but Canada isn't. So even in me as a Canadian, if I leave the United States, or if I just go walk across the border and put 1 foot in the United States and say I'm here, coming back, I now have to quarantine for 2 weeks. If you come via air, you have to quarantine in a hotel for 4 days first, and then at home for 2 weeks. So they did make an exception for the NHL for the trade deadline that players, if any Canadian team gets a player from a U.S. team, 1 week they have to quarantine only for the NHL for the trade deadline. So they did make an exception for that. So what we're saying is when the playoffs come, it won't work because you can't You can't go across. You can't be going back across the border. It's just like the end of the season last year, they played in Edmonton and Toronto. So, just for some Americans who are watching, you might not know because your country is open for travel to come in and out. Ours is not, and it hasn't been now for almost a year. Well, it has been a year.
Yeah. Over a year, actually.
And it probably still will be for a minimum of another
3 to 6 months.
3 to 6 months. Yeah, 6 months probably. They're thinking maybe October, November. It probably will not be the summer. There's no way. Always like this guy, Kyle Connor. We got Mr. Max here now opening some packs, so you guys know. Different hands. Gustav Lindstrom. Josh Norris. We're looking for big Vancouver hits and Boston. Jack Eichel. That's what we're looking for. Barkov, Florida, Dazzles card. Draisaitl of Edmonton. Breadman Panarin for the Rangers. Pierre-Luc Dubois for Columbus. Kirill Ustimenko for the Flyers. Dylan Strome, Chicago. Jason Robinson for the Stars. Oh, Pavel Francouz, Young Guns canvas for Colorado. There you go, Dan. Igor Shesterkin for the Rangers. Cal McCarr for Colorado. Vitek Vanacek for the Capitals. We're seeing most doubles now. Triples. There's going to be a French card in here, I believe. There it is. Noah Hannafin, en français, for Calgary. For Amo L. I believe your name is. Reed Duke. Vegas. Brady Tkachuk for the Senators. Jonathan Huberdeau. Peyton Krebs for Vegas. A lot of Vegas rookies. Series 1. Ryan O'Reilly for the Blues. Gusev for the Devils. Oh, Ryan McLeod exclusives. 38 out of 100. There you go, Fremonton. There you go. That's Ed C. There you go. You got yourself exclusive. These are rare. I'm gonna give. I haven't hit the button yet for a while, so I'm gonna do a Ric Flair on that one. It's an exclusive card. It's the first one we got. Connor McD. It's Ric Flair worthy. All right, we are getting down to it. Like I said at the beginning of the break, about 50 minutes, and we're right on schedule. We've opened a few of these before. Series 1. Again, just check in with everybody. This is 2021. Series 1, 12-box break, H954. We are now on box number 11. We do have 3 more 12 boxes available. They're scrolling across the screen there in that middle line. We have our daily discount code word today as well. It's good for 5% off on the website for the next 24 hours until the end of tomorrow. It's Saros. That will get you 5% off. We have Chamax 2021 discount code. You can use that once. That's for 10% off. So there's my spiel. All right, box number 11. We are getting close to the end. Good luck. Mackenzie Blackwood for New Jersey. Oh, PK Subban. Nice for New Jersey. Jonathan K. There you go, Jonathan. Clear cut. Acetate, what do you want to call it? Artem Zagadulin for the Flames. Jonathan Bernier for Detroit. Kirby Doc for Chicago. Ryan O'Reilly for the Blues. David Kubalik for Chicago. There it is, Connor Murphy for Chicago. That's French card for Mark. Bowen Byram. Lots of Boems. Good spot for the Colorado. Petey for Vancouver. Canvas Petey. Teravainen. Fleury. Oh, these cards are getting a little sticky. I said before. Alrighty. Alexander Alexiev. Jordan Binnington for St. Louis. Igor Shesterkin for the Rangers. Dustin Brown for LA. Gustav Lindstrom. Timothy Liljegren. And one stack here left in box number 11. Igor Korshkov for the Maple Leafs. Oh, pre-suit wearing for Carter Hart. There you go. For Philly, for James. Kyle Connor for Winnipeg. Pavel Buchnevich for the Rangers. Emil Larmy for Pittsburgh. Logan Couture for San Jose. And that, my friends, brings us to the final box. Box number 12, H954. The final countdown. Good luck, Lax Box Mojo. Losing my ability to speak. Won't be the first time. Alrighty, here we go. Put this here for coolness sake. Alright, last box. Box number 12, everybody. We're going to have 6 more young guns coming out of here. Let's see which 6s. We sure started the boxes off good. We had Lafreniere right off the bat. Had quite a few Bowen Byroms as well. So it's been a good spot for Dan. Had an exclusives card. Had some jersey cards. Some clear cards. Let's see what this last box brings us. Good luck all. Let's do it. Kirby Dach for Chicago. Ryan O'Reilly for St. Louis. Bowen Byram again. Lots of Bowens. Very good, Dan. Oh. Tyler Seguin for Dallas. Pre-game suit wearing. For Dan again. Got quite a few of those too. Igor Korshkov for Toronto. Zuccarello, our Norwegian friend. Gustav Lindstrom, Detroit. Kyle Connor, Winnipeg. Dylan Larkin, en français for Detroit. Kevin B. Kyler Yamamoto for Edmonton. Kenzie Blackwood. Nicholas Beaudin for the Blackhawks. We have 2 piles here left, everybody. Dylan Larkin, Detroit. Teuvo Teravainen, Carolina. Martin Kaut for Colorado. Connor Garland for the Coyotes. That's his first. Not many Coyote cards in there. Jonas Johansson. I have lots of him. Lots of Jonases. There's Quinn Hughes. Everybody. Hey, Jim. You just got here just in time to see the very last little bit here. And this is it. Emil Larmy for Pittsburgh. Here we got Kiefer Bellows, Young Guns canvas for the Islanders, for Eric K. Brady Tkachuk for Ottawa. Radulov, Dallas patch card. Who's got that Dallas spot? It's Dan as well. Dan had good luck today. Leon Draisaitl for Edmonton. And everybody. Ben Bishop for Dallas. And my friends, that's going to do it for the break. Again, happy Easter. Aaron, thanks for making it some nice conversation. It's always nice to have somebody to converse with. It's smart in the break, so we appreciate that. Somebody who's wise. Jim, I hope you're having a happy Easter too, you and your family, and that's going to be it for us. So Grandma and Grandpa Chamax are coming over here to the 23rd floor of the Chamax Towers here in a couple hours. And yes, they have their first vaccine, and they are being cleared to see us. You still can't hug, though, or kiss or touch until their second vaccine's done. So here in BC, that's going to be another 4 months. Already talked about that.
Doing really good here.
Anyways, happy Easter, everyone. And we'll see you again. I think tomorrow we do a break. I may move it out to Tuesday, but we'll see. Right now it is scheduled for tomorrow. Thanks, everyone.